After we pick Utah into the Big Ten, we got two more conferences to talk about. UCLA heads over to Bloomington, Indiana to take on the Hoosiers. Hoosiers are favored by 25 points. And yeah, I think the honeymoon period for UCLA post Deshaun Foster firing will probably end this upcoming weekend. Even though I think they lost to Northwestern for their first game without Foster. Here against the number one team here at your Sports Outpost, Indiana. It's going to be some belt the cheeks this upcoming weekend. This Indiana team, just the best. One of the best defenses, offenses on the other side of the ball, just as lethal. We should expect to see a lot of turnovers this upcoming weekend. You got Pharrell, Pons, and more there in the secondary. And I mean, the rushing attack. I mean, I know BB has been injured, but you got Black. Forgetting the guy from Maryland in the backfield with him. But yeah, all around, I mean, Elijah Surratt, there's just too many variables of why you should never pick UCLA in this game. And yeah, also favored by 25 points. So yeah, let's go Indiana. Nebraska, they host Northwestern. This is an interesting game because Nebraska just lost last week to Minnesota, like 24-6. So what can we get out of this? Maybe something similar to where Nebraska doesn't show up. I was very disappointed in that game with the result there. Nebraska is favored by 7.5. It has been rising since the beginning of the week. That was started at 7. But Northwestern, they've just been improving. They're 5-2, which like I totally like. Wow, they're 5-2. That's pretty good. But here against Nebraska, I think they adjust, especially at home. So yeah, let's go Big Red there for the Cornhuskers. Rutgers versus Purdue. These are some of the worst teams in the conference going at it. We're going to go Rutgers because of the news that Ryan Brown for the Boilermakers is possibly out. So there's a good reason why we're going to go with the Scarlet Knights as the starting quarterback for Purdue. Won't be participating most likely. And Rutgers should be bouncing back after the blowout that they had there at home against Oregon. So yeah, let's go Scarlet Knights. Illinois heads over to Seattle, Washington to take on the Huskies. Number 16 here at your Sports Outpost, the best two-loss team in the country, we believe. And yeah, I kind of get the lines because Illinois is on the road. Beginning of the week is up 5 points in favor of UW. It is now moved down to 4. So maybe the bettors are coming to their senses. Illinois and their defense should be able to eventually slow down Damon Williams, the quarterback for Washington. And then Luke Altmaier will probably have enough clutch moments for Illinois to win this game and continue to be maybe in contention to get into the playoffs, because this is basically must win. This team's also only losses are against the top 2 teams in the country, and that's Ohio State and Indiana. So it would be kind of surprising to see, a team that really hasn't been struggling outside of that to lose to this Washington squad. So yeah, let's go Illinois. Minnesota, they head over to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes. Yeah, let's go Iowa. They just did some business against Penn State last week, as it was the first weekend without James Franklin for the Nittany Lions. But here against Minnesota, it should be a nice slug match. But at the end of the day, yeah, Iowa's going to be winning. They're also favored by 9.5 points. And if I'm not mistaken, Iowa at home so far this season has been undefeated. And they'll continue that most likely against the Golden Gophers. So yeah, let's go Hawkeyes. Oregon will be hosting Wisconsin. Oregon is favored by 31.5 points. That actually dropped since the beginning of the week at 33.5. Yeah, Ducks all the way. This will be a massive blowout. And for some reason, if Luke Fickell is still there in Madison after this weekend, I'm not going to be surprised. As Wisconsin, the worst team in the conference by a mile, I think. And we'll definitely see it as let's go Ducks. Paul Bunyan Trophy, I think, is up next. Or at least is going to be up for grabs between Michigan and Michigan State. I think that's what the trophy is for this game. We're going to go Wolverines. Michigan State has been pretty bad. Last week, they had a pretty good first half against Indiana, and then it just like fell apart. I don't know if it's going to be the same here. I think this is going to be a close matchup, but Michigan pulls away. They're probably late. They're favored by 14.5 points. I actually don't think they cover. But at the end of the day, the Wolverines should be winning there in East Lansing. So yeah, let's go Michigan.